Welcome to the Shit Slinky Made Me Watch. I'm your host, KC, here with another shitty review about shitty horror films recommended by that sumbitch Slinky. Here to talk to you about Children of the Living Dead. It was released in 2001, and this one, it starts out with Tom Savini and a group of people taking out a group of zombies. And the zombies' acting was terrible. It was even laughable. The makeup, special effects for the zombies was shit. Just absolute shit. This movie from beginning to end was just a pile of shit. I don't even know why Tom Savini would even want to be involved in this. Just very bad. Not like him at all. But a little while later on, while clearing out a barn, Tom he comes across some zombies, and one of the zombies showed emotions, um, even laughed, I think, smiled, different things like that, and ends up killing Tom Savini. A little while later on, a group of teens they all get together to go visit a grave, but when they leave, there's a zombie in the middle of the road, causing them to crash their van. And this time, the zombie's makeup was great. It looked really good. But once again, this zombie laughs, which zombies don't do. Zombies don't really show emotions or anything like that. I mean, every once in a while you get that, like in Day of the Dead. But for the most part, zombies are dead, rotting corpses, just walking around eating flesh. That's what they do. They don't laugh. They don't um, run. They don't juggle. They don't do fucking none of that shit. They just walk, eat, and that's basically it. They don't do any of this, smiling, laughing, none of that shit. So I hate seeing that in movies. Speaking of that, in another scene a little while later on, a zombie is hiding behind a fucking tree. Okay, and zombies don't hide behind anything. They just come after you. They try to kill you. They try to eat you. That's it. They don't hide. They don't show emotions. They don't do none of that bullshit. Oh, damn. I guess it's time for the shit break. Now, if you don't know what the shit break is, it's where we take a quick break in the show to allow you to get your thoughts onto the show. All you have to do is comment on the discussion thread posted in our Facebook group, Horror After Midnight, to be able to get your thoughts onto the show. This week we had Stephen Corso. He says, this one escaped for all the wrong reasons. Still can't believe someone as great as Tom Savini was involved with this, but everyone is entitled to one mistake. This one was terrible and horrible and just bad. Yes, I agree with you, Stephen. Next up, we have the sumbitch himself, Slinky Jallo. He says this one is a black mark on our beloved zombie genre. Still can't believe Savini was involved, and this should be avoided. I agree. Thank you for making me watch it. Next up, we have Franklin Correa. I believe they made this, and the reason why he was in it, talking about Savini, is because it was shot in Pittsburgh and made by some of his special effects students. If you didn't know, he has a school up there in Pittsburgh for special effects. Um, so yeah, I can see why he'd want to do it just to help his students out. But yeah, absolute shit show. Yeah, just bad. Well, let's get back to the show. In this one, the story jumps all over the place. A little bit later on, after all that goes on, you have a construction company basically at a cemetery, and they're moving the tombstones, but not actually moving the bodies to a new location that they're supposed to be doing. It was done, of course, in Poltergeist, but in this one, most of the caskets are empty, or there's a body in there that looks like he was buried alive, different shit like that. So they all just start kind of seeing there's something's not exactly right with the cemetery. Later on, while stuck in a diner surrounded by zombies, a cop basically tells a story about everything, how it started back in 1968. And I guess they were kind of trying to pay respect to the original Night of the Living Dead, but without mentioning Night of the Living Dead. So that was kind of cool. But overall, for this one, it was a piece of shit from beginning to end. Bad acting, bad effects, complete shit story. Best thing about this movie was that Tom Savini was in it, and they talk about the OG Night of the Living Dead 68 without actually saying Night of the Living Dead. So it was nice to kind of see them paying respect to the original. But overall, for this one, I give it one shit stain. Case says, do not check this shit out. But if you want to, that's up to you, not on me. I'll be back next time to talk to you about Return to the Living Dead Necropolis. As always, I'll see you guys next time. Stay classy, folks.